Hello, it's Jesse Aboagye coming to you live and direct, and today we have a fragrance review. Let's get into it. The fragrance I am reviewing today is Oud Black Vanilla Absolute from the house of Perry Ellis. For presentation, this comes in a lovely patterned black box with gold outline, Perry Ellis on the front, the UPC code on the bottom. The bottle reminds me of the Tom Ford Private Blend bottle, but it has a different shape. I really like the cap too, so yes. Perry Ellis did an amazing job here. For the notes, we have rum, vanilla, amber, oud, and tobacco. This is an amazing fragrance. There's no way to put it. I'm really impressed, and especially coming from Perry Ellis, they really did their thing. Yeah, this is probably the most impressive fragrance from last year, simply because it's coming from Perry Ellis, and you know, people don't usually associate Perry Ellis with such complex scents. I mean, they did 360 Red, which was like a clone of Acqua di Gio. Some people claim it's better than Acqua di Gio. I don't think so. I see it as, yeah, a very close match to Acqua di Gio, but Acqua di Gio is Acqua di Gio, the best selling fragrance in the last 20 years or so. But anyways, side note, Black Vanilla Absolute, it's amazing. It's let me just explain this to you, okay? It starts off with the rum, you know, so the rum is like leading the way, starting off, and after about half an hour, 45 minutes, the vanilla joins, and then the supporting cast, which is the amber and tobacco, are just supporting it with the oud. I barely sense any oud in this, but it's a complex and beautiful smell. It's really amazing. It's a boozy vanilla. I'm very impressed. I seem mesmerized by this because it lived up to the hype. There was a lot of hype about this because it came out late last year. Yes, late last year, and it sold out very quickly. And online, there was a lot of buzz about this in the fragrance community, so I tried to get my hands on this, but couldn't find it anywhere, and I could find it online. But people purchased this bottle for about, I think, 40 bucks. And it was going for up to $300 on eBay. So I was wondering what the hype was about, but I stayed disciplined. It's very easy to like fall into the hype. I stayed disciplined and waited. So I heard about this around last, I think December or January. Yeah, late last year, early this year, and I just waited it out. I waited till last week. I waited till the last week of May, and I finally got my hands on a bottle, and I paid 60 US for this. So I mean, it went from 40 to 60 simply because it's doing so well in the community. And yes, it doesn't disappoint. As far as performance goes, I get about 6 to 8 hours for this fragrance. The first couple of hours, it projects quite well. I mean, I get about 4 feet of projection within the first 2 to 3 hours, but this fragrance immediately becomes a skin scent after 3 hours, and then it wears closer and closer to the skin. So I've got anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. I see it as a very intimate fragrance, right? So if I have this on, I wear it to a date, and I want it in a very intimate setting. It's very lovely and intoxicating, seductive smell. So if I'm out on a date, I want her, you know, I just want this fragrance to give her that attention. If that makes any sense to you. Like, if I'm sitting there with her, I just want her to be the only one enjoying this fragrance with me, because it's such a beautiful blend. So performance department, lacking a bit. I thought it would be a bit strong because it's marketed as an oud fragrance, but I barely detect any oud in there. Now, some people have compared this to Guerlain Spiritueuse Double Vanille. I've never got my nose on it, so I cannot comment on that. But others have said it smells close to 90% like that. But again, if you've come across it and you like it, it's like a fraction of it. So if somewhat you can consider this a clone of it, it's still at a good price. At 90% similarity, I think it's still a steal. So that's it for my review of Perry Ellis Oud Black Vanilla Absolute. My name is Jesse Aboagye once again. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Dairy Mugler did it again. The name says it all. Ultra zest. I mean, once you first spray, you get the tangerine, blood orange. This is beautiful.